thanks so much for joining me for this Get Ready With Me featuring my December favorites. I've got here the CHANTECAILLE Lip Potion. So just gonna hydrate a little bit here. That's really nice. Okay, let's go in with the Victoria Beckham. This is the Cell Rejuvenating Primer Moisturizer in Golden. And I love the filtering effect on this. So pretty, so here it is. This was also in my skincare favorites video of the year. So if you haven't seen that, make sure to go over. So it's like a makeup skincare hybrid because I was using this as my foundation. So because of so much travel, I just didn't want to mess with foundation and I just apply it with my hands like this. Then after that, I just conceal. So no foundation. We're gonna go in with the Under Eye Concealer by SISLEY. This is the shade 4. Got my favorite concealing brush here by PEAU. And then let's go in with the PRAIRIE, just targeting that right in that darkest part, the most recessed area. Like that. Just a little teeny tiny bit, and then I will use my clean hands to just tap. PEAU concealer, this time in Honey. Let's see how, it just really depends on how my skin is looking that day or the kind of foundation. And this one's a bit warmer, so I'm gonna go in with Honey. Really just letting the skin shine through, just concealing, very targeted. Yeah, doing quite a minimalist look because I don't travel with a lot of makeup, so this is pretty much what I was traveling with all through December. So I just wanted to show you half. So I didn't cover up the skin here, I just covered up the skin right in the darker areas, and that's it. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side and just even everything out. Okay, and I didn't conceal up on my forehead because I feel like with powder we might be okay. We'll double check though. Okay, let's go in with this primer, and I learned that this behaves differently in different climates because I went to Florida with this and it applied much smoother. It does feel drier in a drier climate when applying as well. Okay, powder. I'm gonna go in with the Perfect Blur powder. And I don't powder actually the bridge of my nose because I like that to have a little bit of glow. This is no foundation, so you can see why I love the Victoria Beckham so much. It's really lightweight, and then just going in with that powder. I'm gonna go in with the brows now though. Tried and true Gucci eyebrow pencil. And then if you want to see a swatch of this pencil, I can show you how cool this is, which is why I think it works really well. There's that shade, it's beautiful. And then Diorshow Pump and Brow. Yeah, I rediscovered this recently. 002. Just going against the grain. If I remember, I like to just pull the hairs in the opposite direction so that you see the hair on the top here. Looks a little bit more natural, and I think build some volume as well. Just get them away from the face. Now we're gonna do a neutral eye, and I picked 2 palettes for the look. Now this is the one I traveled with, Natasha Denona light palette. You can see it's kind of grimy. I traveled with this to 2 destinations, at least for a few weeks of the month. This is the one I was using. It's really versatile. So I thought we would go in with let's see, let me build this up for you so you can kind of see the different levels. So I was able to use this one as a very casual palette as well as more dressed up if needed. So we're gonna go in with this shade first, the transition shade. I'm gonna put that all over the eye. Okay, so really pretty, and I would just add mascara and be done. So that's a really nice one and done. Then there's this color, it's a crease color. So I'm gonna go ahead in the crease, so you can see that in the crease. Just for a little bit more pulled together look. And then let's go in with a smoke shade right here as an eyeliner. So I think that's a really nice classic look. Just taking the same deepest shade, I'm gonna go under. Just about a third of the way. So then you can stop there, mascara, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna take that deepest shade and I'm just going to intensify. So really quickly, you get drama. Morris 6.5 brush. And then add that to the lid, this highlight. Like you could stop right there, but I just wanted to use this because I love it so much. If you want to see the full look with this, it's my 2001 makeup favorites. Yeah, so if you were wondering about this palette and you just want to see this alone, I will link that video below. It's the Get Ready With Me 2021 favorites. I do want to take a little bit of this though and just integrate this shade here. I think it's so pretty. A little bit of that and just go right here, like on the outer fourth. My leg is falling asleep. Whew. So I think this Natasha Denona light palette serves as a really beautiful base for other products as well. I'm gonna take a little bit of that same color. We're gonna go underneath the eye, right more towards the center. I do like to mix and match palettes. I think that cools it down just a little bit. Okay, and then let's take a little bit of this and just intensify the exterior a little bit more. Just slightly. So you can see how the Natasha Denona kind of built the structure, and then I'm just enhancing it with this one. The I didn't say what it was, Tissé Rivoli Chanel. And then since this is lighter than the highlighter color, I'm gonna take that and we're gonna go in the inner corner. And this is less shimmery than the highlighter, which I actually like. It's a little bit more muted. It's a bit more subtle right here. I'm gonna go in with my staple mascara, Chantecaille Faux Longest Lash. I'm also going to tightline with Chantecaille's the black eyeliner. I'm gonna do that off camera, but then we'll come back and do blush and lip. I do go in with the eye Kajal in black by Chantecaille, as well as Jasper in the waterline. And just a little trick I like to do just to soften this, just to make sure we're nice and blended, is to take a little bit of the Perfect Blur Powder by Chantecaille in a nice fluffy brush. And then I like to just go under the brow bone, really gently. Ready for some bronzer. I'm gonna go in the Guerlain. Again, this is the holiday, but it is also 03 medium. So this is what it would look like as their permanent collection item. So no gold design on the top, but it is the same product, same shade. So if you were wanting that and you missed it, but you like the color, then you can get the 03. I'll list it down below. And I did confirm that with a Guerlain makeup artist. Just for light dusting here, I've got the Wayne Goss artist brush. And then let's go ahead with a little bit of blush. Taking my Clé de Peau blush brush, and I'm using the blush in the Natasha Denona palette here, this one. Stippling in the front. A beautiful neutral, lovely shade. Okay, and then of course I can't stop there with just one blush. I'm gonna go in with, this is the new formula For the Chanel blush, 68 Rose Ecrin. So we're going to take this and just buff that on top. And I take actually this Buff and Blur brush by CHANTECAILLE. So I love this by itself as well as a topper, but you can see it just softens everything. And then a little bit of the blur powder. Okay, and now for a lip. I have to find them because I've been wearing them so much and they've been in different bags here and there. So let me go find it. Minor hairstyling here. So I've been traveling with the shade Spark by Victoria Beckham and I cannot seem to find it. Not quite sure where it is, but I was wearing that nonstop as my everyday lip shade. I think it is sold out on their site. It's one of the new shades, but I will try and watch that and let you know when it comes back into stock. That and Major have been out of stock, the blush. But for December, I do love a good red. So I traveled with this one, Rouge Capri. Number 43. I think we'll go in with Rouge V just because it just has a tad bit of warmth by Chanel. Okay, and then lastly, let's go in with the fragrance I've been using the most. It's the Goutal Paris fragrance, and this is in Nuit et Confidence. But it's the loveliest vanilla scent. Again, I've said this before, you really have to like vanilla to like this one. And then it has like a little bit of a smokiness, just a hint of smokiness to it. I love that one, it's so pretty. And it's very festive, at least for me, it's a very festive fragrance. Here's a completed look, and what I love the most about the products that I use, especially that palette, is that it's really, really versatile. So you could see how it was just a really simple one and done to a little bit more tailored, put together, and then something just slightly more dramatic, and then the lip really takes it up a notch. But let me know what you have been loving for your December favorites, or any application tips for that Natasha Denona palette. I'd love to hear what those are. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.